opened in 1860, as you can see in the picture. It's the first picture of it, and brings together significant collection in zoology and geology. And also the museum holds over 7 million items in there. And also these include 5 million insects and 500,000 fossils, minerals, and some rocks, and more than 250 geological part of objects. Almost everyone knows for it. Beautiful buildings and famous animals like dinosaur skeletons and rare minerals. And also this is not just a museum, this is also using for education and some researchers. And first of all, we can talk about the T-Rex. When you enter the museum, probably first thing you will notice this is T-Rex because it's huge skeleton, and when you see there is giant head, big and sharp teeth, and also strong legs. T-Rex lived around 68 million years ago, and also according to Horner, T-Rex weighed almost 9 tons. The museum has a big T-Rex skeleton, and the visitors take a photo with it. And secondly, Oxford dodo. This is most significant animal in the museum because the museum has a real dodo skull and real bones, which is the most preserved in the world. And this is bird, but it couldn't fly. This is only lives in Mitchell's Island, which is so close to Madagascar. And dodo went extinct in 16th century because of hunting by human. And dodo was about 1 meter tall and weighed around between 10 and 15 kilograms. And the last thing, African animal. When you go to museum, you can see this is huge animal skeleton. It is African elephant. The museum has also life-size African animals skeleton. African animals are the biggest land of animals. They have big ears and long ivory. According to Sashoni, the African elephant weighed between 4,500 and 6,000 kilograms. And they have big nose. It's used for breathing, smelling, drinking, pick up object, and the body has over 40,000 muscles. And African elephants can eat up about 140 kilograms in a day. And next reservoir for the next one is for Yusuke. Thank you.
Let's start talking about aquatic ecosystems. These include lakes, wetlands, and oceans. These waterways are not only beautiful, but also extremely important for nature and for us. Norito in 1992 explains why is it important for nature and for us. First, aquatic systems help circulate nutrition. Animals and plants break down waste and this return nutrition to the water, helping new life to grow. Second, they support water purification. Wet islands and rivers purify polluted water. Plants and bacteria remove harmful chemicals, making the water safe again. Third, they help prevent flooding. Wetlands store rainwater, preventing large-scale flooding. So this protects our towns and farmland. They also help regulate water flow. Water ecosystems adjust so that rivers do not dry up or flooding. They maintain a balance in the water flow. Fifth, they support underground water recharge. Some water drops underground and become drinking water. This is very important for us, our daily lives. Additionally, they provide habitat for wildlife. Many fish and birds live in aquatic environment. Without these habitats, these animals cannot survive. And finally, it provides recreate for human. People enjoy swimming, fishing, and boating. Nature helps us relax and maintain our health. This exhibit is important because it reminds us to the importance of protecting aquatic ecosystems. Next, talking about Natam Matrite. This is one of the oldest exhibition in the museum. It's made of iron and nickel and weighs over 71 kilogram. It for us in 1516. This was discovered in China in 1958. This meteorite came from asteroid belts between Mars and Jupiter. A meteorite is a rock from space. Most cosmetic rocks burn up in the air and shooting star. But this meteorite is so big and it's alive to the Earth. This exhibition is important because it connects us to space. It helps us understand us in part of large universe. Finally, let's talk about red kite. This is large bird, and this bird eats dead animals and doesn't not eat live animals. In the Middle Age, red kite were protected because they are waste and help clean our towns. But from 19th to 18th to 19th century, some people believe they killed general birds. So as a result, people began killing red kites, causing their number to decline significantly. By 19th century, only fewer remained in race. Red kites don't found in England or Scotland. But in the 1990s, organization such as the RSPB project, this project launched a reintroduced to red kite birds were imported from Sweden and Spain. These red kites have thrived and can now be observed in many parts of England, including in Oxford. You might watch red kite in Oxford. This exhibition is significant because it shows that we can help nature recover. That red kite is a wonderful example of conservation successful. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tina. For now, I'm going to talk about three exhibitions of birds. So, as you can see, firstly, I'm going to talk about snowy owl. So, this is snow owl, and they live in cold places like northern, northern Alaska, Canada, and parts of Eurasia. And this bird is a strong hunter. It usually eats small animals like lemmings and mice, but it also can catch bigger animals like rabbits and even other birds. For example, ducks and pheasants. To stay healthy, a snowy owl needs to eat about 7 to 12 mice in 7 to 12 mice every day. In 1 year, it means they eat around 1,200 mouse. Sorry. In 1 year, they eat around 1,600 lemmings. And also, like many birds, the snowy owl swallows small animals without chewing. So, its stomach digests the meat, except meat and fat. And finally, it comes out. It comes out later as a small ball for the pellet. Now let's move on to the next exhibition of birds. I found it the Oxford National Museum. And it is a bird of prey, which means it hunts animals for food. This bird has strong talons in its nail, and these are sharp claws birds use to catch animals. It also has very good eyes, so they can see prey from far place. According to a study that I found, the buzzard hunt animals like bullets and rabbit. But these animals are good at hiding and running away, so they they don't always catch them. As you can see in this display, they captured they caught a European rabbit. So it is one of the buzzard's favorite meals. Finally, I'm going to tell you about ostrich. It is also called Struthio camera. The ostrich is the biggest bird in the world, and the male ostrich can grow up about 8 feet tall and weight more than 300 pounds. And the special feature of ostrich is that they can swim and running so fast. Some people believe that ostrich can run about 60 miles per an hour. In fact, they run about 30 miles per an hour. And another special feature is that ostrich has only two toes. In general, birds has 3 or 4 legs or toes. However, they have only two legs. Similarly, horses has horse. Sorry, horses also have fewer toes to run fast. And ostrich are better walking long distances. They use long legs and next to for food. They eat many things like fruits, seeds, and small animals. And this is my part.
Hello everyone. I'm very happy to share with you what I learned from our visit to the museum. I will talk about some interesting animals I saw there and talk about some they tell us about nature. Okay, let's begin with squirrel, great squirrel. The great squirrel was introduced into UK in 1800s and is not native, but now it's very common in parks and woodlands. Woodlands. I mean, these animals are very smart, very brilliant, and fast. They are also uh, excellent climbers and often seen jumping from tree to tree. Yeah, according to the wildlife trust, they usually live for 2 to 5 years, and even though they are cute, um, they even though they are cute, they can cause problems for native red squirrels because because they compete for food and space. Yeah, this shows us how bringing new animals into a place can change the balance of nature. And next is the gray wolf. Yeah, wolf are largest animals in the dog families. Um, and the wolf, the wolf live packets. In the packet, usually 2 or more wolves, with clear rows and ranks. National Geographic says that wolves live 6 to 8 years in the wild. In the past, people failed them and hunting them, but now we understand that wolves are very important for keep natural health, and uh, they help control the number of they control of the number of animals like deer and rabbits. Well, next, does everyone guess what the animal is in? Yeah, birds. It's a monkey. Results macaque. Yeah. Oh, this poster thing on little screen. Yeah. This monkey live in North India, Southern China, and Southeast Asia. This animal is very clever and often lives close to people, even in city and temples. Um, this monkey is very interesting in Burmese Mountain, China, and they may rob the tourists for food and imitate the human behaviors. And this video will show you it imitates human smoking. Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Uh, well, according to the National Parks of Thailand website, these monkeys are active during the daytime and they also live in trees and live on ground, which helps them surviving in different environments. Yeah. In conclusion, this visit was a great experience with my group members. It helps us animals better, not just how they look, but how they live, how they survive, and how they are how 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 they are tell us about the nature. Um, oh, sorry. How this nature, sorry. Uh, I mean, for those animals, each animal had a story. And for those stories told us that human are not separate from the nature. We are part of the same world. So that means we need protecting the wild space and respecting animal life and learning from nature. Yeah. This is the reference list. And finally, I hope you enjoy the journey through those amazing animals. Thank you, guys.
What I'd like guys to do here is to just have a little chat about what you thought were the strengths and weaknesses of the presentation, and also do you think of one question, okay, to ask them. So I want everybody to ask a question before we finish. So if you don't ask a question with them, you'll have to ask a question with the other, with the next presentation. So everybody to ask a question, one question. So what did you think of their presentation? What were strengths, what were weaknesses? And then also the question. And maybe you guys can just reflect on them. How did it go? So just have a little chat. How did it go? What kind of lessons, next time you give a presentation, what will you do a bit differently, do you think?
And it's used to do all of the plus. Maybe this will say maybe it'll be really
Is it possible to show us all the slides? If you can change the setting there. If you can't do it, it doesn't matter. The best would be to just give us, if you go out of presentation mode. And now, I think there should be a way, bottom left, boxes down here, you see the four boxes, click on those. There's multiple boxes. I see. That's it. Where is it? View. You go to the view at the top there. View. What's it saying? Not slideshow. What we want, maybe would it be group view? No. What you want us to see, show all the slides if you can. Anyway, leave it at that. That's better than nothing. And do we have any questions for these? Have you got a question? Yeah, go ahead. Well, don't ask me. Ask them. And guys, can you stand up? Stand up. The questions.
I have one and thank you for your presentation. And that was great for me. And I want you to ask about the use case. And because no, because the other group member choose the one is related to the national or the nature, you know. But you choose about the aquatic. Can you show the slide? Maybe page 11. No, 8. Yeah, you choose the aquatic ecosystem. That was not just only animal, so just more biggest like a kind of economy of the nature. So yeah, that's the why I interested in. And you explained in your presentation about maybe several reasons. Yeah, maybe several reasons you explained that. And which factor or which point is the most important for what do you think? Which is the most important? Yeah, which is the most important thing in of ecosystem, yeah, right.
Thank you. Thank you. I choose the reason I choose aquatic ecosystems is that when we went to Oxford Natural History Museum, I can watch very big display about ecosystems, so I can choose it. And I think in the seven factor is important. In my opinion, more flooding, prevent flooding because this is helpful to protect our lives, and we need to protect natural ecosystems. I think so.
Okay.
Thank you for question.
You have another question, please?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
In the last part, you said we are the same part of the world. So what do you think most important ways or what was the most important to people to protect our environment?
Maybe we can do some manual like reduce the pollution and set a factory live away from the nature protecting area. Yeah, something like this. Yeah.
Thank you.
You got any other questions? One more question?
Okay. The animal that you are choose to present today, that which is same, I mean the same in your country, which one is the same in your country, and what is different about in the information that you get from the museum, yeah, and that you know in your country, any different?
For me, there are a lot of differences because I haven't seen T-Rex before, and this is not tropical country. My country is not tropical, and we couldn't see birds like dodo, and my animals is completely different from my country.
All of the birds that I mentioned in the presentation are not living in Japan now because they exist another part of Japan. So
And in my countries, it's not allowed to use your hand to touch the feather.
In Japan, I explained that height. It is similarity to Japan like a haka. So I'm interested in red height. Japanese part.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Unless you've got another question, have you got any more questions? No? Ashley, you've got a question? No? No. Okay. So,